Move, Jahan. Jahan, move. I'm not playing with you, Jahan. Get from my neck. Can you move from my neck? It is you. Jahan, move from my neck. I'm gonna call your dad. They see you.
Hey, honey.
Runs off. It's gotta be seen. Gotta be seen. All right. So before I just go on into a tangent, tell me what it is that you have issues in.
Okay, so when we do like the last order block, that's where we wait for it to come back into that area.
Okay. So you're talking about like the retest. We're waiting for it to retest the order block area before we get in. That's what,
Uh-huh.
so like in this example right here. No, I'm gonna do a stronger order block. Hold up. Well, we can use this one. Okay, right here. So this is a 4 hour order block, right? We use
Mm-hmm.
the 4 hour, the daily, and the weekly order blocks. Most of the time, like during the day, it might play off of this. Like if you're looking at like just trading for the day, it'll play off of this 4 hour order block. But overall strength, it's been playing off of this since you understand. They've been selling from here, from this daily. But
Yeah.
the sell came at the after this, so it retested it right here. Is the order block. So the last, which is the last candle, the last blue candle
Uh-huh.
before it sold, is the order block. It came back and retested this order block before it actually officially sold the next day. And when I say retest, meaning it came back into that area to confirm that it's gonna sell.
Okay.
So on a daily, you see right here, this is the daily order block, which is the last candle before it started selling. The last blue candle. This candle, which is it formed a doji on the daily. It came back into here before it officially sold, like before the next candle opened up with this flat top. It's best to get in after the retest. When it retest, the retest is the confirmation. It coming back into the area of the order block is the confirmation of the direction it's gonna go.
Okay. So while we're in that order block, this is the confirmation to sell.
Yeah. While we in this order block, right? The confirmation was it coming back to the order block. Come on, baby.
So like this after this change of direction, and then this next candle is the next candle, or is it the second candle that
This
will
one
be
right here.
considered the confirmation?
So this one right here, when it came up into this
Yeah.
one, this with the doji candle was the confirmation that it was gonna sell.
Okay, so we need to get in on the next
Yeah.
entry after that candle.
So yeah, once it came in here, so this is I'm looking at it on a daily. So let's look at it on the 4 hour. So I'm gonna move this 4 hour one because we don't need that no more. All right. So looking at this daily, right? You seen that this was the high was 4330 43 330, right?
Yeah.
And when you seen that it wasn't breaking this, This red candle right here would have been your entry. Once you see it
Okay.
like wicking lower like this, because we in the side of a daily low order block. When you see it do this on a 4 hour right here, that's why I knew to get in. Because it already came, it came in here. It retested here. Let me see if I can lighten it up so you can see what I'm talking about. You see the wicks, how it's wicking, and it's not staying. Wait. I know. How it's wicking right here at the top.
Okay.
Those are the wicks that is rejecting this high. This right here will come up and retest this area, like retesting, trying to retest the high but not sticking. You could have got it anywhere after this, because this is the retest. Anywhere after this would have been your entry, because that's the pull up. Okay, Brownis. You get what I'm saying? Or no?
Uh-huh.
So,
So if we're in the order block for the daily, then we go down to the 4 hour to do our entry for the daily, right?
mm-hmm. So if we're in a daily order block is a stronger order block than a 4 hour, obviously. Because look, you can see how it's been playing out of this daily order block right here, or even when it played out of this daily order block. You see? So
Mm-hmm.
the daily and the weekly are stronger order blocks. The 4 hours is usually like what happens in the day, but we are within a 4 hour order block. It came, it came into here. Let me delete this. It bought up into this area on this wick right here was the retest. The next day would have been your entry. And let me mark it so I can show you how. Let me mark it on this can. Right there would have been the entry. When I come down to the 4 hour, see, the entry would have been the one coming out of the order block because this was the retest up here. So right around here, any one of these candles right here would have been your entry, and you would have set your stop above the take above here. So like if you got it on this one, that was Monday. This one was Monday. So this happened Sunday. Got in on Monday. You set your take profit above. I mean your stop above the order blocks, and you would have set your take profit to the weekly, like the midweek area. Because this is probably the high of the week. You would have set it to the midweek, and it hit it. But it's playing out of the daily order block. But you want to wait for the retest, the pull back into the area. So you want to wait for after it pulls back into the area, even if we're doing a 4 hour order block. Is it making any sense to you?
Yeah, it's making more sense. So here, where do we like take it? Like if we're on the weekly
Okay.
to like set a TP.
Okay, so if we're playing off of the weekly, let me go to a live chart that's open, the market that's open right now. Hold on. So the market's open in like 10 minutes, but we're gonna do the Bitcoin right here. Uh, Coming off the weekly. This was the last weekly order block right here. This one. That's where it sold from before. John, what in the hell are you talking about? Oh, he not? Tell him to get out of your slinky. Oh, this would have been the candle. This is also a weekly order block. There you go. We're gonna go with the current one. This would be so this being like a weekly buy order block. So it's just broken down into fraction, right? So this being a weekly order block, it's coming out at right here, this candle, the weekly order block. It's broken down into fractions when we're looking at it on a weekly. So we know that this is the weekly. Each one of these is weeks. Now 7 candles would equal that one weekly candle. the If you're looking at it to take it out of a weekly order block, you still want to look for a retest. This being a weekly order block, it sold to here. You wouldn't have got in on the first candle. Like this first candle, you wouldn't have got in on this. You would have needed it to be still in here.
That to be the confirmation, right?
The confirmation. You don't want to get in right here. You want the
Right.
confirmation for it to pull back into here. When it comes back into this area, kind of like what it did here, like what it was doing right here. Like it did all this buying and then it pulled back. It was pulling back towards the weekly order block, pulling back in the direction of the weekly order block. So you would have took the buy like right here, because this is the monthly. Is going on. You could literally took the buy like right here, right around here on this doji, and took it up because this was the pullback. This candle was pulling back towards the weekly order block. So you would have entered in on the next candle and held it up and set the break the stop underneath, like underneath this. So you will let it pull back up, but you want it to pull down towards the weekly order block, towards the order block, because that's the confirmation that is going to continue, that the buy is going to continue. The pullback is the confirmation. So when you see it pull back, the pullback is the confirmation that is gonna continue in that direction. So when it pulls back to the order block, that's the confirmation to say, okay, it's gonna continue to sell, it's gonna continue to buy. When it pull back, the retest is the confirmation. Like gold right now, what gold is doing, the market open already. Yeah, the market just opened. So on gold. But looking at it right here, this was the daily order block. It retested this daily order block and then started selling. That's why I said gold is going to be. He was like, it was moving like crazy. It retested this area. It retested the order block to confirm the sell right here. Like a perfect fucking retest in there. Look, and you looking at it on a 4 hour. That was the perfect retest right there from the top. Came in, came in, bought right here to 790 and retested it. Literally retested the 790 right there. Like it was wicking. This was your entry right here. That next 4 hours handles. So you wanted to retest the high. This is your entry. Stop loss above there. You see? Because it's coming, it's falling, and this is an engulfing out of a daily. That mean they're gonna protect this. Like they're gonna protect. This is their money candle. This is where a volume of sell orders came in at out of a daily order block. So they're gonna protect this. You're not gonna. They're not gonna break this candle just yet.
So at that candle, would it be safe to get in for a buy or no?
But a buy
That
or
engulfing.
this engulfing is this engulfing closed out all of these orders. It's a high. It's called the investment candle. Like a high volume of sales came in. So when I'm saying they're gonna protect this high volume of sales, meaning the sellers is gonna protect this. They're not gonna let this can. They're not gonna break this candle because this is an engulfing on a 4 hour candle on a 4 hour.
Okay, so that's going to go back up.
No, it's not gonna go back up. The investment mean that they're gonna protect their investment. You understand? They're gonna protect their investment. So you can come in. It'll pull back up for entry, maybe, but it's not gonna come above this candle. You understand?
Okay.
Like the pullback will probably
Yeah.
be to like right here and then come down. You feel me? Like they're not gonna break this investment candle because that investment candle is an indication of a change of direction, and the change of direction is coming out of a daily order block. So they're gonna protect their investment. It's on a 4 hour time frame too. So it's like they're gonna protect their investment. So you can safely get in for a sell, and you see it's making a lower high on a weekly. So like if we was looking at to mark up the weekly, it already made a lower high. So we know that it looks like gold is probably gonna be selling this. We got it the on the MACD, it's changing directions. Uh, coordinates 70. Market just opened. Look how small that candle is on a weekly. Wait, this is a strong, strong rejection for the sell from the previous. That's a strong rejection. That's a lower high from the previous week. Still coming out of the daily order block for the month. The new month candle came in lower too. Two, six, two. Because we had a new month. So what it's probably doing now is retracing because the month candle looked like the overall direction for the month is buying, but for the week it's pulling back. So it's probably gonna pull back to the mid month area. Because looking at the week, I know. Yes, I know the game started. It's gonna be selling today. The way this candle open, we gotta go selling today. I will wait for it to pull back to the this right here, the flat top candles. When you see those, that's the trend. The flat top candles is a trend. That's another way you can use the order blocks too. Is use the trend line. You put it over the tips on a higher time frame, like we'll do it from a daily, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, just a second, I'm on a call. Okay. You can wait for it to pull back up to the trend line like this. Pull back up to the trend line for entry. I'll wait for it to break right across this trend line and enter like that. Because it's coming out of this daily order block. Right. I pulled up here, which was the monthly high. So this is the entry I was looking for right here on Friday. But you see what time it made that entry. 6 a.m. This is this is the one I was waiting for right here. For it to reject from the monthly high. And when you was like when you seen it, it was buying. I said I was pulling back. So I wanted it to pull back to get in once I seen it coming rejecting out of this order block. So like the strategy then using the order block, okay, is showing the high volume area. So that where the high volume of sales come in or where the high volume of buy orders come in. So that's what the order blocks are. Okay. Order blocks are just saying we got a high volume of buy orders came in right here. Like this is an investment candle. Or we got a high volume of sell orders that come in and that tend to come into this area. So knowing where those areas are gives you an advantage in the market by knowing where those areas are. And that's why on a higher time frame, it makes more sense. Like this is a deal. We inside of a daily sell order block. I can change that. Mess with brownies. Oh, no. Come here with your little funky crown. No. Okay. So this would be we got it a sell coming out of the daily investment candle, a nice ass investment candle coming out of this daily order block. So a high volume of sales came out of this area. Now, see how it rejected this area twice? Moon and moon. It rejected out of the daily buy order block right here. Just a second, Mr. Brown. But you see how I rejected out of there? I was rejecting out of there. It came there 2 days in a row, right?
Yeah,
And right here, buying. It retest.
that's what I was thinking, to expect a reversal after that, right?
Yeah. So I was expecting it because it came right here and retested this area. This was the retest right here. You got the retest on the daily too. Well, that's the retest. And this is the buy order block. daily buy order block. So you can be expecting the buy. That's how I knew it was gonna buy when it was selling the other day. And I said when I put in the buy, this is how this rejection. And when it came out with
Okay.
this doji, I said, okay, it's gonna buy. But I was waiting for the reject to see the rejection. But you could catch the rejection on a lower time frame, especially when you know you're in the order block. Like you could come down to it was doing all this crap on a 30 minute. But I was waiting for the rejection. Like a confirmation for a rejection would be like this doji and a strong candle out. But you can see it usually on a 1 hour to 30 minute it's happening first. So you wait for the retest, that area. And it's probably gonna be buying up right into this order block. You see? How I always retest the order block before it continues. Even right here. This was the order block. It bought up, came back into this area before it continued to buy. So you always want to wait for the retest. The retest is the confirmation. So you always want to wait for the retest. So we got Nas looking like it's gonna sorry. Nas looking like it's gonna buy up. Typically though, the indices usually buy. Like typical. Indices like buy. They've been consistently going up since start of the year. These right here was like probably like some pullback. That's it. But we also within a weekly order box, so we might just be pulling back to continue a sell or not, because this is a weekly order block that we in right now, and it's making a doji on a weekly. But that's the current where the market didn't open. No, but this was last week right here, so we're gonna see. Yes, sir. I wanted you to knock out my computer charger. Thank you so much. But I think I'm gonna just only use the 4 hour order blocks when use the 4 hour order blocks when we trading in the day. Like for that day we selling, using it. That day we trading.
Right.
The stronger order blocks are the daily and the weekly. The 4 hours is mostly for you to find an entry for that day. Which usually a lot of times the 4 hour order blocks be within the dailies or the weekly order block. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Because this would have been a 4 hour order block right here, and it's within a daily order block. Even if it buy, I'm only expecting it to retest it, like a retest up here to come back and into this order block and continue to sell. Just based off of what I'm seeing on this weekly.
Yeah.
Does it always move how we want it to move? Not all the time, but the way this right here is a doji. And usually after a doji, we get one of these. So we're gonna see how this market open up in a little bit, like probably like the next 45 minutes. We'll see how it open up. Because the monthly is lower. Yeah, this was the previous month's high up here. Look how much lower it is. This is the monthly candle to the previous month candle. All this stuff. But the high was 188. 82. But it's way lower than the previous month, like significantly. It looked like it just opened up. I don't know that. I thought it did. But it's likely gonna open up under this. You feel me? If we get a red candle, then you know for the week it's not gonna be buying for the week. If it opens up with a red candle, you know that buy is only gonna be a pullback out of this. Like it'll probably like pull back and continue to sell. But it gotta buy out of here. Like it could literally sell all the way to the end of this order block. Because this is a daily order block too. I'm coming. Yeah, this is a weekly order block down here. The last week. I'm coming. Game day. So this will be the weekly order block. So it can buy. I mean, it could sell. I mean, into this weekly order block. So to the weekly order block. But right now we seeing it coming out. You know, that was the last buy order block. on a daily for the 30. But this is the retest. You see? Tell your dad I'm coming. That's the daily order block. Yeah. It's even started pulling back. That's what I was saying. The Nasdaq was gonna do. Reject that monthly high. They look exactly the same, but it's rejecting out of there. The do you have some clarity or you
Yeah, yeah, a bit more understanding. Yes.
so tell me where your confusion coming in.
Okay, so I thought the doji comes like right behind the hold on. Like, don't the doji come behind the engulfing?
The doji come before the like right here. You talking about and then the engulfing. The doji usually come before the engulfing. So you'll see this and then you tell your dad I'm on the floor. I'm coming. You'll see the doji right here, and then you'll see the engulfing.
Okay, so that is from the order block, the buy, right?
The buy order block.
So, okay, so when we go back to get that buy order block, um, that's where I was saying I thought it was like that would be the doji after. Okay, so no, I'm lost. So
Okay.
how do go? Can you move the screen over to how we got this order, the buy order block?
Okay. Right there. So the buy order block is right here. It's a daily order
Okay,
block.
so that's the doji in front of
The sell
the engulfing to buy.
right here.
Yes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the doji before is this like considered this considered the engulfing,
This
the next candle behind the doji?
this one or this one. That's not an
That one.
engulfing is a big body. So a big block,
Okay.
big body.
So I thought the doji would be like right next to in engulfing.
Not all the time. So the engulfing you want to see the engulfing come after the order block because that makes that order block stronger. So that means like that's a stronger order block because you'll see an engulfing come sometime after that doji. You understand? Like so, this is a doji right here. This
Mm-hmm.
and this is not a engulfing. This is the engulfing, which makes
Yes.
order block a stronger sell order block because you got a strong volume of cells right here. This is the engulfing, the big block candle, the big candle. This is an engulfing, the big body candle.
Okay, so when we do the order blocks, is that just for the
The,
change of direction, but we
the,
go up to like for the sale order block, I see we go to the top of the wick and the bottom of that flat candle right before the doji. So is it? like to the bottom of the candle before the reversal and
before the
then to the
doji.
top of the wick?
Before the doji. So this is the candle right here before the doji, because the doji is red. So the doji is the candle that where it started selling. This is where your sell started happening at. Hmm? Okay, give me a second. I'll bring you this. You don't gotta get out. So, all right, mama, baby, here. I know. I know. He messing with you. You want to buy? So the doji. I know. Come here. The doji is is showing that the sell is taking place. The doji is the candle that is showing that it's taking place. The order block is the candle before the doji. You can put this back. Back. Put that you back in the refrigerator. Thank you. You want spy? Yeah. So the candle before the sale starts was this one. That's where the order block is. So it's the wick to the bottom of the body.
Okay, so what about when, okay, you look like you're finna go on the buy one now. So when the buy, you got the order block starting at the doji candle. So do we do the order block from the doji to what candle? How do we go across on the buy order blocks?
What, this one?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the last sell candle before the change of direction. So the last candle before
Okay.
the
Okay.
change of direction is the order block. So it's not this doji candle, it's this candle because this was the last sell candle before it started buying.
Okay, so as far as that goes, how do you figure out like the confirmation? Do you wait on that next flat bottom candle, but it's
What?
not like inside the order block?
What, this one? No, you don't.
The flat bottom like right beside it. Okay, so you got the doji, then you got the flat top sale candle, and then you got the next candle.
Mhm. The next candle, the order block is the candle. So this candle right here is your order block. That's where you locate the order block, right there. Because it's the candle before this one turned out blue. So it's the red candle before it turned out blue. The last red candle is the order block.
Okay, okay,
That's why this is why it's an order block because it was selling previously. You got this and you got this. The next day it reversed on a daily. So this right here was the last candle, the last sell volume before the buy volume came in. So it's coming out of that daily order block because this was the last area where it sold to. This was the last candle of sell value. So that's where the buy volume came in at. I'm going.
okay. And then you will wait for an entry on the next candle.
Mm-hmm. Ticket. Lady got my phone. Man, y'all look. Why do you have your mom's phone? I let her hold it. Thing. That's the brand new phone. That's the 16. Are you going crazy? No, I'm not. You can take it. Lady, give him the phone. This like this one up here. So this is the candle right here, right? This blue candle.
Yeah.
Being that that's the last candle before the rejection started, that's your order block. That's the highest point in the last candle on a daily time frame. So this is your order block. Your order block is the candle before the reversal.
Okay, so that's where the orders come from.
Yeah.
That area?
Yes. So this is where the sell orders came from this area.
Okay.
You locate that
And
area.
then
Yeah.
and then when we get to as far as how far we're going down, we look back until it covers the previous engulfing candle.
What do you mean?
Like the last previous engulfing candle, like it is going to at least go down to the
It's
last.
not gonna break this candle because this is their this would be where the daily investments came in at. You understand?
Okay.
Follow that. So tell them to give you your bottle. So this right here, being in that this is their investment, this is where they high volume of sales came in at on a daily time frame. This is the candle where, like, if you came in, if I got in right on this candle, I can set my stop anywhere like right around here, knowing that they're not gonna break this area because this is their candle. This is their investment. You understand what I mean when I say I set the stop above the investment?
Okay, so the stop goes above there because the trend is going down and it don't go back up
Exactly. It
at
ain't
this
gonna
point.
at this point
It's not gonna go back.
back
Yeah,
up.
okay.
At this point, it's not gonna go back up. So you can place like this is an investment candle. This next one is an investment candle. You understand? So like, say it come up here, right? And even if it came all the way up here, it's not gonna break their investments just yet because we're in a sell trend. It's trending down.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
until it
So that's
starts,
that's the way I understand that point.
you understand that point? Yeah. Like once it's trending down, it's good to get in at the start of the trend. Why all y'all got y'all cups here? Why? Y'all not finna drink up all the juice. Now put the top on his juice. Hmm. Here. Where's the top? Nugget. Where's the top? Okay. After this, y'all go put the juice back. Here. He wants you to hold his bottle. He don't like holding. Look, look, it's leaking. No wonder it's going so fast. Okay, hold that. Hold that. Okay, now take it out of here. Take the juice out of here. Or take that out of here. So the investment candles is the one that they like to protect until the change of direction happens, takes place. So when you get in after these investment candles happen, you can set your stop loss above the investment. So that's what comes in when you adjusting your lot size to know that I'm gonna have enough room to know that it's not gonna pull back here because that's the investment. Because like look from up here. Okay, go out with the juice. Go out of here with the juice. Don't tell me about what lady drink. Get out of here with that juice. Don't get out of here with the juice. Get out of this room with the juice. I don't want no spilled juice. So like right here, for instance, like when it pulled back into here, this is the investment. Like if you go to the start of that candle, let me see. I'm gonna do something so you can see what I'm talking about. Hey, that's that day, right? That's the investment candle right there. Okay? And you drop it down to the 4 hour. These candles represent that investment candle. Probably more than that investment candle because it's water. But it would have been from that Monday. This would have been your entry up here. But your stop would have been above the investment candle, like above this. You understand? Like, because that's the investment candle.
Yeah.
Same thing for like right here, like coming down. This is the big block candle on a 4 hour. Your stop would be like right above here. It would be like this. Like I'm entering when it pulled back up and I'm setting my stop above the investment candle because I know that's where they're gonna protect. They're gonna protect their investment. You see how it never came back up into there, coming down. Like coming all the way down. Don't come back above the investment because they're gonna protect their investment the whole time. It never came back above this investment candle. You see?
Yeah, I see it.
So now you know, like when you getting in, where to put your stops. You just what you do is like you gotta adjust your risk, like especially when you're doing props. So you know the prop only allows us to do a drawdown of like 3%. So you gotta adjust your lot size so that you have room for your stop loss, so that you're not getting stopped out and then it just going your other direction. But if you know it's not gonna come above this the the investment candle or the big block candle, engulfing candle, whatever, however you want to name it, you know it's not finna come up above this because they're gonna protect their investment. That's what a large volume of sales came in at. That's what a large volume of buys came in at. However you like, whatever direction you're getting at, you will put your stop loss above that. That will kind of alleviate you getting spiked out. I got spiked. The likeliness of you getting spiked out when you placing your stop above a investment candle, you kind of slim your chances down, and you don't got to enter and exit because you know it's gonna go. And like, especially after I did my analysis, I know it's coming out of this a strong area of buys or a strong area, a high volume area. These wicks is a trick in the market. Not so much a trick, but market understanding. Okay, it's equal numbers of buys as it is a number of sells. That's why the market goes up and down. So however many buys, however many sells it is, it's the same amount of buys it is. It coming up like this, you knew it was gonna have to sell because it gotta close out these buy orders, closing out the buy order, closing out. So it's like basically like now it's like what buy orders is gonna close out. It'll wick down and it'll leave some room on closing out the candle, and that's what we call like liquidity grabs, where it grabs some buy volume and go back up and then come back down and grab some more. And you understand, like it's just grabbing the volume, the buy volume. But we got a decent sized buy daily order block down here that this shit could definitely, and there's all these open buy orders right down here that has not been closed out. It literally partially closed this out. Yeah, it partially closed this one out. Yeah, I almost closed that candle out. This buy order hasn't been closed out, so you still got a little room of this buy order that has not been closed out on this side. So that's the liquidity grab. The next one to come down here to grab this liquidity because this is a buy order that has not been closed out. It'll come back down before it come back up. Right now it's going up because it's rejecting out of this daily order block. But this is the stronger daily order block down there. Wow, that's the last one. Got a daily order block there and a weekly one down here. The stronger order blocks is the ones that have the investment candles. So the ones that have the investment candles coming out of it are stronger order blocks. So this one that have the engulfing, that's how you. Oh, that's a strong order block. It got a good investment candle coming out of it. This is a strong order block because it got an investment candle coming out of it. Like those are stronger investment areas. More likely for it to do what it did before because the volume that the investment candle that came out of it. Like this would be really good. Actually, it would be this kind of. It's not the last weekly. No. This will be it right here. And we got a strong candle coming out of there. That's the last weekly order block. That's the last candle, sell candle. It'll be this one or this one. For real, I think it'll probably be this one. Mhm. It's the last time it sold before it went up. He's tired. I know he's tired. I know. Who mess with you? He was in somebody messed with him. I know. I was just chilling on the bed. Then somebody messed with him. You. It was you. I sat on. It was Nugget. I sat on the bed. On the bottom. I know. And I left on the other bed. And then. Do you got a better understanding?
Yeah, because I was completely lost at a minute for a minute, but I I do. I'm gonna go back through this though. The review and review and review it.
I'm gonna send you the video itself so you can like see what I'm talking about. So this is the weekly order block because that's the last sell candle before we got a good buy up on the 30th. That's the last time it sold on the weekly right there. And we got an investment candle that came out of that order block, out of that weekly. So it's this candle, body to wick, that makes it the weekly order block because that's the last sell candle. And I bet you if we pull it across, it'll have it was the area of where it sold, where it bought from, bought out of. See? Yeah, did the market just open? Because the last this right here now would be a weekly order block, like right here. This width, this doji would be a weekly order block because it's sold out here, and then it's investment candle too. That's on a weekly last week. You see what I'm? This right here would be this doji will be an order block because we got the sell candle coming out of. So this would have been the last candle. This is the last candle before the sell took place. You see, this doji
Mhm.
is the last candle before the sell happened, and now it's a weekly order block. See? So this will be the weekly order block because that's the candle. This one is the candle before the sell took place. So this being that this is the last candle before the sell took place, that's how you're locating your order block on any time frame. The
Okay.
strong, the stronger, the stronger, the higher the time frame, the stronger the order block. The bigger the candle coming out of it, the stronger the order block. Because that's like more sell coming out of it or more buy coming out of it. Like this is a big candle that came out of this. We're waiting right now to see what comes out of this. This is only one candle that came out of this. Like it typically goes from order block to order block on how
Okay.
long it be, huh?
I was just
Like
saying, okay.
like you could go from order block to order block. Like look all of that. So that weekly mm, is depending on what time frame you want to play it on. So you could play it on like what time frame you want to trade it on. Like, do you want to use the daily order blocks or the weekly order block? Mhm.
I wanna try to do the bigger time frame.
Okay. So using the higher time frame, like you could use the dailies, like start off using like the daily order block, right? And just play off those daily order blocks. Like just go like mark your chart up to where you get in the daily order block. Have your weeklies marked up, but get your daily ones. Like get your daily ones and play off your daily order block. Being that you holding the trade for like usually holding the trade throughout the week, right? Or you holding the trade for like if you gonna hold the trade for like more than a week, then you use your weekly. But if you holding the trade for like a couple of days, you could play off your daily. You
Okay.
understand? If you only holding the trade for like a day or two, you can play off the daily order block. Because it takes a whole day to will take it basically like a whole day to retrace it. You understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you can play off your daily order block. So you can just go through and locate your daily order block like on gold. You can locate the daily order blocks and play off of those daily order blocks. That shit is dropping. You see? And you still get a nice drop coming out of the daily order block. Even when you come out of the buy, you get the look at this nice buy coming out of the daily order block. your entry would have been like it pulling back towards your order block, and then you would enter. So here, and so you wanted to pull back up towards this before you enter. And set your, this is a, you don't gotta set the stop up here. This is an investment candle. You can set the stop above this investment candle. Like if it pulls back to here, you can set the stop above this investment candle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you wait, you want to wait till you see it, the pullback happening. You'll pull back, you'll probably see it take like it's happening now. Pulling back already on the 30 minute. See? You'll see it pulling back on the 30 minute. But you want to put your stop above the investment candle to keep from getting stopped out. Adjust your lot size in accordance to where you're still only risking that 1.5%, 1% or 1 to 3% in your trade. Overall, on a trading day, you don't want to risk no more than 3%. Now, I'm gonna put the video in so that you can have like some clarity
Okay.
of it.
'Cause I'm definitely gonna have to do this review.
But did it clear up any like if
It
you
it did give me some better understanding though. I did. It helps.
okay, we'll do it again. Like we don't gotta just do this one call. Like we could do it like make this like a thing to where like wherever you have in the trouble, because I want you to be able to have like a better understanding of it. To where you could show somebody else. You still teaching your son?
Uh no, that's the one that went back to school this year.
Oh,
So the twins are here. My daughter, she went with her dad. She been gone for about a month, but I try to get them to understand like the simple things as far as the bear and bull and what just simple things on the chart because they 10. They ain't
yeah.
getting in yet, but I don't want to run them off either.
So how I did it, a way that you could incorporate like this, just have them look at a chart and tell them like this which way you think it's gonna go. This about because kids see shit that like non-biasedly. You understand, like unbiasedly. What do you which way you think it's gonna go, or why do you think it's gonna go that way? You understand? Like, and to them
Mhm.
it's just colors. Oh, because it did this and it went like this and it went like that. So I think it's gonna. You understand? Just their mind. You see how like how, that's how you tell. Like, hey,
I definitely want to get it in right now while they're still sponges.
yeah, yeah. Why they still sponges? That's all I'm saying. Like, so why they still sponges and they still in that learning? Just have them like look at it. You understand? Say which way you think it's gonna go. That's it. Like
Okay.
which way you think it's gonna go. You don't have to like even the ups and that because that's not they're gonna understand it by just looking at it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I'm
before, like when I did have everybody in one accord trying to figure out what was going on, I went to YouTube and had like went to one of them live pages
yeah,
where they can see the chart live,
yeah.
and I was trying to explain to them when it was moving, what it mean when it was about to go in the other direction, and the few little patterns and stuff. Something real simple. But I done got out of the habit of that. I think I'm gonna have to go back to that too.
They want the more they see you do it, is the more they gonna want to do it. So, like the one who I got most
Have
in,
them more involved.
listen, especially when they know money come out of it. Like, okay, I got Nugget. Nugget is 9. He likes it because he know money comes out of it. Honey likes it because Honey say he gonna do it. He gonna make a whole lot of money.
Big money, honey.
Big money, Honey. So Honey gonna do it because he say it's the money gonna come out of. I'm gonna get the money to come out of the computer. That's how he thinking about it. The money gonna come out of the computer. He don't look. It's gonna go. It go up and down, and the money gonna come out. That's how he. That's how his mind processes it. Okay.
Look, and then once it connect. Yes.
So once it go up, go down, the money gonna come out. But my 9-year-old, he's actually interested. You understand? Like he actually wants to know what's going on. Like just cause what happened was I had him just do that. Like just look at the chart. Which way you think it's gonna go? Tell me why you think it's gonna go that way. Oh, because it went up and it came down and I think it's gonna go back up again. You understand? Just like I didn't try to point out no patterns or anything. I just want them to see. Because
Hmm.
in all reality, the learning comes from looking at the chart.
Experience. Yes.
It comes from just like over time looking at the charts. So you just keep putting it in front of them. What's gonna happen is they're gonna start saying, "Well, what that mean?" They're gonna start asking you, "Well, what that mean? Well, what this mean?" And they're easier to understand because they're non-biased. They ain't putting no money in it.
Hmm.
They looking at it unbiasedly. So if you let them look at it unbiasedly and just say, "Hey, what you think is gonna happen?" Like this naked chart of nothing. What do you think is gonna happen over here? You understand? And that'll
Hmm.
help them. That'll help you in teaching them. But I'm gonna go ahead because the game is.
Yeah. The marketing kicked in when it kicked in there.
Yeah, Brown said, "All right."